Hello there, friends. It's been a while. If someone walks in here and they catch me talking to the camera, it's game over because there ain't no way I can pretend to be taking a selfie today. It's been a while. It's been a while since this day, and it's been a while since I posted. But this was last Thursday. So last Thursday. So let's get on with it. As always, I came to the train station and I journaled and I read my book on the train. Today is Thursday, so it's just a simple simple biceps and shoulder workout today, so nothing too complicated, nothing too hard. I then went onto the train into Houston Square, whereby I went into Dylan's Cafe, which is a cafe kind of like in a Waterstones, but it's really nice. I like the vibe there, I like working there. So anyway, I sat down there, I vibed, and I just started working after my gym, of course. I love coming here because just in coffee shops in general, and you'll see why this relates to this one, is I like sitting, when you go into a coffee shop, it's not so much where you're sitting, if it's busy, it's like where you're sitting, are there people walking through? So if I was to come into this library now and there's people here, it doesn't matter how many people there are because they're just sitting there doing their work. It matters more about how many people are passing through, if that makes sense. So when I come to this cafe or just in any cafe, I like to sit where the queue is, if that makes sense, because this might sound really weird, but I don't think it's weird, but maybe some people might find it weird. It's just nice when you're sitting in a place where there's people passing through, because when people are doing something and they're not sitting there just doing their work, it means they're talking. And it's weird because it's just a nice, it's the best, I think it's one of the best environments to work in, where background chatter and background of people moving around, and you can kind of dip in and dip out of people's conversations. I don't know if that's a strange thing to say, but I think that just is really cool. I think someone's looking at me.
A few moments later.
The reason why I was saying that is because there was this guy there, and he seemed like a really cool guy, and he was on the till, and he was serving the customers, and he was just making jokes. It was making jokes about some American people walked in, and he was making jokes about the old money versus the new money, is American money better. I didn't really care about the conversation, but what the point I'm trying to make is, it's something nice to listen to. It's just something interesting. Let me have some water. Anyway, and the whole purpose of me mentioning this is basically the guy who works there, along with me, sitting around where you can dip in and dip out of people's conversations, which sounds like eavesdropping, but it's not eavesdropping. It's just people who understand will understand. The point I'm trying to make is there's this guy who works there, and I've seen him a few times, and I just like his vibe. I like his energy. I think he's a very cool guy. He's a cool guy. Whenever I say how are you, he's always how are you back? He always asks me back, and he's a cool guy, man. I love his vibe. I love his energy. He has a jolly energy. It's amazing, man. I think next time I go there, I'm gonna have to compliment him. Also, I was thinking of doing this thing. Mentally, I've kind of had it in my mind, but I was wondering if I should make it a habitual thing. It was every day try and give out one compliment. So I don't know, maybe some people think that's cool, maybe some people think that's weird. I'm not sure, but I'm just thinking about it. It has to be a proper compliment. I have to mean it. It can't just be just something random just for the sake of it. Something that I actually care about. If I don't like their shoes, I'm not gonna say, oh, nice shoes. But if I do like their shoes, I think I'm gonna try and make it a point just to I have a target of say one compliment, say one nice thing to people. After that, I went on a little bit of a walk around UCL, but then on a previous occasion, they have this cafe, not cafe, when I say cafe, I mean eating, not food there as well. They have this place whereby I peeked in there and I was being nosy, and they have a microwave. In the back, they have a microwave. So today, me being as percacious,
A few moments later.
perspicacious, I'm not sure. I saw the microwave the other day, and so I brought in lunch, and I went in there and I used their microwave. Their microwave is very clean, it's amazing, it's great. So I warmed up my food, which is great, so I didn't have to pay for food. So it means I didn't go hungry, and it means I didn't lose money, because central London food is not cheap. And then after that, I was kind of walking around, rearranging myself. And then I remembered that I had blueberries in my bag, which I got from home, which was great because my food was like not enough, and the blueberries just gave me like this boost of energy. So I was really happy about that. I then went back into the Waterstones, but this time I was actually going into the Waterstones, and I went upon to the 4th floor. And basically, those who've been watching know already, but basically it's a really cool building. It's not like any other Waterstones. It's like in this historic building, and they have corner windows, and at the corner windows they're like circular windows. Like you can sit on the windows and you can read books. Really cool, man. It's really cool stuff. It was cool. It was badass. That's what it was. And I was reading Harry Potter. Why am I reading Harry Potter? Because it's a comfort book. I'm reading book number 4 because I've already read book number 7. And 4 is like when it starts getting interesting. Now, that is the end of the day. After that, I went home. Just some personal reflections. One personal reflection is that on this day and like the days that followed afterwards, like a lot of people have been smiling at me. Like it's really weird. Like I'll just be walking and like I think it was, I'm not sure if it was on this particular day, but I think it might have been the Friday or maybe the day even after that. Like I was at the station and like there was this guy just smiling at me. Like he was just looking at me, and like I was kind of like zoned out, and I wasn't in the mood this day as well. So like I was kind of had like a mean face on, and he was looking at me, and I kind of just like, because I was zoned out, but I was looking at him, so it looked like I was giving him a dirty, not like a dirty look, but it looked like I was giving him like a whatever. And then I think so cute. Ever. He just kept looking at me, and then I finally looked at him and I gave him like a half smile because like I wasn't even feeling it in the mood, and then he just gave me a full smile. So it's just really weird. Like people have been smiling at me, and I'm not like it's weird because I think it's like ever since I started smiling at people, like ever since I tried to be more extroverted, like people have been trying to smile back at me. Like it's weird. It's like the whole like manifesting and like, you know, the energy you put in is the energy you get out kind of thing. But I'll leave it to you to take it as you want to take it. That's one observation. Another observation is just that, oh my God, you know what it is? It's because like when I see people coming and I'm about to share something personal, it just gets like, you just kind of feel a bit weird. But I'm just going to say it anyway. Basically, this is just one reflection. It isn't specific for the day, but since like this channel is like kind of like journey and things like that, I thought it'd be nice to mention. So like 2 years of my life, see, it's going to sound so dramatic now. The last 2 years of I'm just going to say it. The last 2 years, not 2 years, but just like the most recent part of my life has always been about me being better and about me going from not good to good. Me going from worse to not making things worse, if that kind of makes sense. For me, like getting on a level playing field with just like life in general. So like not always like fighting life on the back foot, just at least like organizing yourself and getting yourself together such that you're on a level playing field with life, so that you can kind of like handle it and you're not like always on the back foot, if that kind of makes sense. But now that I've done that, I've gotten to a point where it's like, okay, I'm on a level playing field with life. So I'm not getting pushed back by life. And I'm speaking all symbolic here, and it's not to be mysterious, but I just want to make it as simple as possible, if that makes sense. So I'm not getting pushed back by life, but now like I'm on a level playing field with life, and me and life are like doing karate in the middle, right? And basically, I can push life in like so many different directions. And the point I'm trying to make this is that like I don't know which direction to push life in. I know it sounds all mysterious, but just bear with me, because in the day, right? So now I'm at that stage, and like going forward, like I just don't know which way to go, because I could be anything now. Like it's really weird. So I just need to. So basically, the point I'm trying to say is, oh my God, this is getting so long. When I move forward, like I'm just gonna say it, right? So who is Jericho Kellick? Do you get me? Like I kind of have to, because before, like there was no point asking like this silly question of like, who is Jericho Kellick? Because okay, let's just make Jericho Kellick like a normal person. Let's get him from this guy to that guy. Like that's a stupid question to ask. But like now I'm past that stage. Like who is Jericho Kellick? Because I could be, I could be. It's really weird because I can be really shy, and I can be really arrogant. Do you get me? So it's like, and like sometimes I can be really kind, but I can be really harsh and brutal and tyrannical as well. So I just kind of have to like, now I'm just asking myself, like just in general, like I'm gonna journal about this. It's like, who is Jericho Khalek? Who do I want this person to be? Like if I'm creating this avatar in this game, like who do I want him to be? What type of characteristics? Because like now I have abilities whereby before I didn't, if that makes sense. So when you don't have an ability and you can't do something, then you're a person. But when you suddenly have that ability and you have a potential to do something, are you going to choose to do it or are you not going to choose to do it? Do you get me? Like it's opening up that new realm of possibility, and I'm just like, I think I'm at that stage in my life where like I'm like building I'm building a character for myself.
Your story may not have such a happy beginning, but that doesn't make you who you are. It is the rest of your story, who you choose to be. So, who are you, Panda?
I'm solidifying my character, if that makes sense. Anyway, I hope that wasn't too deep for you. I hope it wasn't too deep for anyone listening. I'm going to, you see me with my glasses now. I'm going to go now. I hope you're all well. Thank you for always watching. Peace.